Welcome everybody to Goblets and Warlocks. A long time. It's been 2 months and it's been forever.
Yay!
I'm in a new place. I finally got internet. We got some new, not new faces. Well, old faces. We're back. We're live. How did I do this again? I forget. I added some new sound bites down for viewer rewards. There is a new one for Solanus. His redeem to cast locate object on the person who redeems that viewer reward. It does not cost him a spell slot. If you choose to cast it or redeem it, he'll cast locate object on you and he'll give you a compliment or whatever he wants to say. I don't know what he wants to say. I just put compliment, you know. It's there to reward you guys because we love you so much. Also, if you do 1,000 bits, you make us do an 18-second dance break.
I still vote that's too long.
It's so long, but I'm so excited.
The whole 3 rounds. I can't believe it.
They're spending real money on bits to do it, so I got to give them something, you know.
Are you?
I
see everybody keep putting first. Weasel beat everybody to first. I think the only thing left is third. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let me catch up on chat here real quick. Zombie Night, welcome. I need to. My mods can do this for me while I go through this. Asami Night, thank you. Welcome back to Jugan and Company. Get a shout out for Asami Night. Let's see. Nate, thank you for the resub. Welcome everybody. I think that's everybody. I'm not sure.
Weasel just
dropped a 10 bomb. Alrighty. Okay, shoot. Let's see. Who I am having a heart attack here. I have to go to the dashboard to figure out who all got the...
Many people. Oh, wait, Weasel. Oh, God.
See, y'all wanted an alert song, and now it's just gonna do this.
We did. I'm seeing it all.
Yeah. Oh my God, Weasel. All right, let me pull up my little binder here. Where'd it go? Back here. So 10 bomb is which one? Magic table E. Or is it E?
We just got back in games. Hooray.
Jesus. Weasel, you mad person, you.
You not watch the episode?
that would have been a good idea.
Let's see.
And you're gonna recap it.
Yeah.
And we'll interrupt.
It's not letting me raid Goblets and Warlocks.
And another.
And another.
It's fun. Look
Thank
at the fun we're
you,
having.
James Gamble, for the follow. Welcome. There's so many. I can't really see who all got gifted subs, but welcome everybody. I'm going to roll off the magic item table. I think it's magic items D, right?
That sounds right.
All right. Let's see. Magic item. Well. I am not prepared for that, Weasel. I think I have it tagged. Oh, what am I doing? I printed them off for a reason. I'm acting like a noob tonight because I haven't streamed in like 3 months. I had printed off the tables because I was smart but then dumb because I forgot I did. All right, who wants to do the honors of roll me a D100?
I'll do it.
Yeah, if I can find my D100.
23.
23.
23. Alrighty, since I love y'all so much, let's see. I'll do magic item F. Why not? 23. An amulet of proof of Amulet of proof against detection and location falls out of bag of holding.
Ooh.
Amulet against.
That's a cool one.
Say that again.
Basically, people can't scry on you or locate you.
Yeah.
So your locate person will be
You're
useless against them.
neutralizing my one use here.
No, you guys get it for yourself.
Yeah, but if we
As
get lost,
in-
and Solanus needs to find us, he won't be able to find us.
I know exactly who that
Well, I
needs to
don't
go
want you
to,
to tell
though,
me.
by
You
the way.
rolled the 23.
I'm thinking of that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
think
said do it before in game instead of the break. I thought this was what you wanted. Yeah.
I think we all agree who that goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Did y'all get it? You got it? All right, sweet.
Yes, Sebastian, add that to your inventory and equip it. since you have been kidnapped.
That is 100% true.
Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. This is our first stream back after 2 months. Any other announcements, JR? You got any other announcements?
I really don't have any announcements this time. Yeah.
You don't?
So
Not at all? Not after 2 months? Not after 3 months?
It's
Go ahead and
been
give your shout out for your channel there.
My channel is JR the Nerd. We've been taking a break from a regular game because of some players in the hospital and stuff, but we've been doing one-shots periodically that have been really fun. I spent the other weekend doing goblin voices in a Nailbog adventure, which is pretty fun. So check me out over there and you guys can.
I gave you a shout out in chat, so yeah. Doggo, do you want to give a shout out to yours?
I don't have any streams planned for this month, but I do have a Christmas stream next month, which I will announce later this, on a different stream.
Alrighty.
Nate said to announce his thing.
Oprah announced what thing is that?
That was very vague.
Yeah, it's very vague there, bud. I think he's
Nate's got a
he's
thing.
referring to he will be soon starting streaming his games on Goblets and Warlocks. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
I would assume so.
I think that's what he's doing. So we're working on that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Hey, it's like I'm reading your mind, Nate. Yeah. So yeah, he runs games in the Discord. If you're not, let me get the mods going on this. If you're not a part of our Discord, we're doing 3 giveaways. I'm giving away this set of dice and these nice fancy blue dice. And then one of our lovely staff members in the Discord is also giving away a handmade dice bag that she has made. That's also in the giveaways. If you'd like to get you some sweet merch, the links for that is !merch. It'll get you to our hoodies, t-shirts. As Doggo's grabbing his hoodie, and Cal has his coffee cup, and I have my tumbler. We got it all over the place today. So got those. What am I missing? I know I'm missing something else, and I don't know what it is. Maybe one
Remember
day.
it later.
I'll remember it later. But y'all didn't come here to watch us ramble on about our merch and shout outs and stuff. Wait.
It was going to be, I think, probably the yeeting and the.
Yeah, there's sound
No, we had
alerts.
that.
Yeah, there's sound alerts now for viewer rewards. You can yeet. You should be able to see them down there for redeeming. And then you have the 1,000 bits. Again, you make us take a 18-minute dance break if y'all want to do that. I keep saying 18 minutes. 18 seconds dance
18
breaks.
minutes.
I tested that somebody
minutes,
earlier too.
dude.
I said 18 minutes, and I was like, I meant 18
That
seconds.
would be a workout.
I guess I was complaining about 18 seconds, so I'll stop
People,
complaining.
Oh yeah,
my neighbors
and,
below me would hate me.
the viewer rewards. Let me put those up on screen real quick. As wonderfully as Weasel just did. So if you first time followers, do I have any followers? I don't know. My mods let me know if I had any followers. You can give a D4 to anybody. You can put that in chat. If you're a new subscriber, you can give advantage roll or myself the DM if you would like, or if you gift a sub, a greater potion of healing falls out of the bag of holding. And then once I think I need to update those. What she did was actually, I think I did that wrong. I should have just been a greater bag of holding when she gifted 10 subs. I'm generous tonight, so you can also have a greater healing of potion, whatever. It's fine. And then start rolling off the gift item tables. And if you're really crazy, you want to gift 100 subs, We love you very much. You're crazy, but you know, everybody gets a wish spell and probably win the campaign. And then 500 bits or more, you can grant a reroll to anybody you like. Those are the rewards for the channel. And of course, there's other fun little tidbits down below. With that being said, I don't think I have anything else. So sit back, grab your goblets, sit back and enjoy the show.
Did you really think that you could just fix it like that? Coming over here, trying to feed me your version of fact. Just how long did you think that you could fake it? Can't hold on, we already started breaking. I'm not yours, so stop acting like you own me. I know me, no, you're never gonna show me. I'm so beyond being hurt and heartbroken. I'm too far gone, I just can't even hold on. No, I know I should have stopped it when I noticed your eyes. Look at how they lie. Your eyes, they lie.
Ready. And welcome back. Let's get some music going. Let me know if y'all can hear the music. Can y'all hear the music, my players?
No.
We're just gonna have to dance with our imaginations.
I don't believe you. You can hear my music, right?
No.
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 Actually, I can't.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let me go to sound settings real quick. I know the audience can hear the sound settings. Now?
There we go.
Too loud. Too loud.
Yeah, no.
It's too loud though.
I don't know. Some reason I changed it to one of my faders on my Goblets LR and it just like goes to crap. Better? That too loud? Yeah, good.
It's a little bit high.
Now?
Whoa. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right, we getting all the rewards. Thank you everybody for following. So much going on. I'll get back in the swing of things. But we're bringing us in tonight's episode. Last time on the Locals of Icewind. This is a little too loud for us. Let's turn it down a little bit more. All right. Y'all, as a group, finished at the forge, took out all the Duergar, and y'all did some looting. Y'all found some kind of mask. Some of y'all got crazy quirks now. You got to, gotta add to you.
I forgot about that.
I think I was the only one that didn't look at it.
Or I think you're the only one that saved from it.
No, I didn't look at it. I wasn't.
Somebody
I didn't,
saved from it, and I don't remember who it was.
Someone did.
Well,
I'm
it
pretty sure you
wasn't me.
saved from it.
maybe I
Because
saved. I don't
the
know.
first
Yeah.
note I have is on this, and I totally forgot about this.
But my first note is everyone is affected by Demogorgon but me. That's all I have written down.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember how insufferable I am going to be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
The Forgotten One finally was able to make a good save, and he turned into a werebear for the first time. With major consequence at the end of the battle after you destroyed this massive fiend that came out of nowhere that seemed to know Doros, but nobody seemed to question it either. After the fight, the Forgotten One decided to jump, or towards the end of the fight, the Forgotten One decided to jump off a podium to do the killing blow, almost fall into the lava. After never being in this form before, he came out of it with 2 levels of exhaustion. Your rogue friend, you found her unconscious. You brought her back. Well, as she's currently unconscious. Y'all would, after looting the place, talking to Grand Talupa, she told you not to blow up the forge, and you promised not to. You found a way to disable it. And then after talking for a little bit, you're trying to figure out how to get back.
Killing a dragon, that counts.
That was a couple episodes before that.
No, we stopped the dragon's heart, right?
We did.
Oh, yeah,
We stopped the
that's
dragon's heart. Yeah.
You discovered it's a red dragon's heart that was
That's
kept alive
3,
by
baby.
magic, but you want to consider it as a dragon kill. We won't go
Yes.
into
Stopped his
that.
heart. That's number 3.
That's our reputation. Like when people ask about Twice Dice, we've killed 3 dragons.
And we believe it, so if they do insight, it'll come back as true. So that's all that matters. It's if we believe.
We believe.
Power
Alright.
of belief.
So, with that being, y'all were trying to figure out how to get back to 10 towns quickly as possible, and somebody mentioned Maeve, and then suddenly Maeve appeared with, a Doctor Strange circle, and it's just like, Greg? And then, JR is remembering his fun times with her, and pretty much in love with her. You asked
I
for
miss me.
a trip back to the 10 towns. She brought you back to the 10 towns. Had a brief chat with Doro's mother and what the 10 towns is pretty much in ruins right now. There's only pretty much a little bit of Bryn Shander left because that's where you stopped the dragon at. Most of the refugees are here. Y'all went and had your long rest, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, had breakfast, and Doris was telling you a tale what he was here after. And shortly after finishing breakfast, you hear a commotion in the town square. Your old friend Shalowin, if you want to call a friend, had Lagatha, and another person that Doros knows, or not really knows, but seen before. In the middle of the town square, Shalowin had his ice blade out. Then Arlen did something called Vortex warped himself behind Shallowwind, threatening, I forgot all what exactly he says, threatening Shallowwind to stop what he's doing. As he does that, an individual walks out of the portal, and you didn't see the portal because it was parallel to you, steps out of the portal, walks around, and looks at you, little one. I would not do that if I were you. And that's where we had ended the last session. And that's where we pick up. As he says this to you, actually, I forgot something. Doros tried to do polymorph. Something or someone counterspelled it.
That's right.
And then he walks out of the portal. It says that to you.
And I think that also called Sebastian up to the front as well.
You started walking up, and then that's the other one. Yeah, it's all coming back. It's only been 2 months, guys.
And did we all recognize him, or only one of us? 'Cause I remember...
Only you, Solanus, because you only saw him once through a portal.
Ah, yes.
Long time ago on top of a mountain.
On top of I remember. I'll never forget a slick-haired son of a bitch like that.
It looks like kind of like a swashbuckler's outfit. It's blue and yellow trimming. He has a nice rapier. There's like cold animating from it. And as he says this to Arlen, he does one of these looks right towards Doros. I can smell him on you. And that,
Me?
yeah.
That's kind of kinky.
Only you will say some shit like that. Now, interesting weapon you have there. Avarice. Come fetch your weapon. We found it. As you see another person come out of the portal, she has these long fur cloak, like top, high boots. She has a black raven that flies up in the air. And Doros, as you're holding the Staff of Frost, she holds up her hand. It shoots from your hand into hers.
Remove that from my inventory.
Yeah, go ahead and remove that from the inventory.
Damn.
The last
Just got
time
that
I
too.
saw this, the stupid necromancer has something to do with it. As the individual that came out walks closer to Doros. He sent you after me, didn't he?
Is this Shallow Wind talking?
No, this is the other
This is the
one.
new person.
Yeah.
That I don't recognize the new person though, right?
No. As he's talking to you, he's got those jagged teeth, black eyes.
Oh, it's a he?
Yes, a he.
Oh,
Oh,
I definitely heard it was a lady.
Well, there's
Me
a lady
too.
came out
There's a-
behind
there's a-
him.
There's a lady behind him that has the staff and my staff, and then there's the guy that you saw, Solanas, that had the rapier.
And I have her on the screen for Twitch so everybody can see.
I'm seeing it as well.
You can see horns. She's a white-skinned tiefling. Also comes out behind her is looks like two gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
I'm gonna look at the guy and just say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Grabs you by the throat.
Oh, he's that close.
He's close to us.
I thought you were like he's like
No,
30
he
feet
walks
away.
up to him, grabs him by the throat, and lifts him up in the air.
Oh, well, I'm.
When you said like walked closer, I thought he was like 30 feet and he walked like 10 feet closer. But okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize
He's
he was
got him
in
by the
range.
throat and says, it looks into your eyes, almost like talking past you to somebody else. In all your power, you send this pathetic scum after me?
I'm gonna rush over to Doros and try and separate these two.
He has him in the air by his throat.
Yeah, I know. And I have 20 strength, so
He holds up his
Yeah, both big boy.
I'm gonna
he
activate
holds up
my
his
fly cloak
rapier
while they're
and
doing
stops
that.
you in your tracks, hoping you would stop unless you want to impale yourself on his rapier.
I like damage. I'll take some.
Do that badass thing where you just run through it and, pull it in closer so you can get closer, right?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, let's just go get ready.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me fix the thing.
Was there time for me to activate my cloak before the initiative started by any chance?
Nope.
Damn it.
Twice iced. This might be thrice iced.
We've already died a third.
Wait, yeah, didn't we all die a third time?
We did do that.
I don't
That
know
was-
if I did. I
I
don't
thought the
remember.
third time was at the. Wait. Oh wait.
No, that was the second time for some of us.
That was second number.
At the Black
Yeah,
Cabin.
the third for me.
It was.
I gotta restart it.
Because we died.
I guess
My
it's
third time was
I guess
the
it's our
dragon.
third life.
All right,
Right.
everybody, go and roll your initiative on D&D Beyond, and
Oh, yeah, I forgot there.
16. That's actually really good.
Ooh.
Ah, 7. No.
Oh, yeah, 5.
Wait, 17, 20. Nice. Missed the 1.
Ooh,
It's like
This is-
7.
dude, we really got some
Spicy
good.
roll.
Okay, except Solana's good.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I rolled a 6, but it ends up being a 12. I have a really high plus, but I always rolled low on everything.
Do you want to switch? Oh, okay. Oh, we did. Never mind. We're good.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Those
No,
are townspeople, right?
The people in the back are townspeople, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, they came out
Yeah.
because they were having they called everybody in the 10 towns out.
The gargles.
Am I surrounded by demons?
Boy, my boy Arlen.
Well,
All right, who got?
I
You got
got-
a natural 20, so Daros, you get a.
No, I got the unnatural 20.
Anybody get a natural 20? No.
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 I got a 21.
I got a natural 6.
I got a natural 14 plus 2.
I
All right,
did
so
get
you ran
a one.
up, and you just run right into his rapier. You take some damage. Is that what you said?
Yes, that is what I said.
Okay.
Actually, he'd have to. If that's an attack, he'd have to roll against my AC.
See
Oh,
if
he has
there's
to roll against your AC.
See if it
Well, I
glances
don't.
off
If
his
it's an
armor.
attack, I would assume.
How about a natural
I'm-
20?
I'm wearing. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm wearing full plate. I figure like it would kind of like
Yeah, well, I was just gonna do regular damage, but since I have to do that, so that's a natural 20.
since I said something, yeah,
that's a
roll-
natural
roll.
20.
That's
Damn.
fair.
This is it's starting off hot, you guys.
So as you run in, the rapier pills into you, you take 26 piercing damage,
I'm gonna do the thing where I don't do that.
and
The Stone's endurance? You reducing it?
Yeah,
or?
Stone's endurance. Yeah, I don't want to take that much damage. right now.
81 cold damage.
Ah!
81?
But you're
Come on,
resistant to
half.
cold, so that's half. So
What?
All right,
Why?
I call dibs on that rapier, guys.
it's also crit damage. So
Oh,
It's
true.
Oh,
double.
I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's double everything. Well, still, that's like 20,
Still,
40.
that's insane.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's more than any of us can do.
I should have not done these things. Okay.
I asked you.
You did, yeah. Okay. So how much is that total?
So you have resistance to cold, right?
I have resistance to cold. Yeah.
So
divide
that is 40 points of damage, cold damage.
Yeah. On top of the what was the other-
26.
danger.
Yeah, I'm in danger, Nate. That's for sure.
40 and then 26, 66. Holy shit, that is a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna do the thing where I 1d12 plus 4, not take that much. So
All right. As he slides the rapier out,
I take 61.
he's up with because his initiative was 24.
Yeah. Okay.
You're so eager to die. Do you want to know?
You're so eager to be a bitch.
All right. So 22 hit.
I'm being chaotic today. 22. That does. Do I have things to not take that? Oh, wait, give me a sec.
Do you have shield? I thought you had some way to do shield. Maybe not.
I have a shield, but I'm not holding it. So wait, no, I am holding. Am I holding it? No, I'm
I
not.
don't know if you pulled it
Damn it.
out.
I didn't.
But it's 22, I think, would still hit you anyway, right? All right, the piercing damage is 18 points of piercing damage
Fucking hell. Okay.
and
How you
28
looking?
points of cold damage reduced to
So 14.
14,
Yeah.
14.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ! I'm at 13 health.
Oh,
CFO.
You're okay. You got this. It's not
I
his
have
turn
to
for a
kill him in
while.
one turn. I have to kill him in one turn. Cool. This is fun.
I didn't mean to block that. Oh well, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to approve that. I didn't mean to block it. My bad. My apologies. Would you like another?
Preferably not.
Would you like to stand down? Would you like to die here? I didn't come here for a fight.
You kind of attacked me. You're
You
still
did
attacking
kind
me.
of.
Oh yeah, he still has you in the hand. He pulls the dagger out.
How?
Not
With three
dagger.
hands?
The rapier pulls it out.
Oh, okay.
He's going to make an attack against Darius.
Wait, so we put the rapier away and pulled the dagger out? I'm
No,
confused.
no, you pulled the rapier out of the forgotten
he's-
one.
And stabbing me with a rapier.
Yeah. 25 hit you?
A little bit.
A little bit.
God.
28 points of piercing damage.
Not looking good.
And 39 points of cold damage.
I'm unconscious.
Oh.
He
Oh,
drops Darius to the ground.
Oh no. Oh no.
His third attack.
Third attack.
Would I roll for werebear shenanigans at this point or no?
It's still his turn.
Okay,
31
cool.
hit you, forgotten one?
A what?
31?
I'm gonna let you guess.
20 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, no, I'm dead. I'm down.
Huh.
20? Yeah.
TPK time, guys.
Came
Hey,
back.
it's good
Came back
seeing
for a
y'all again.
TPK.
Cool.
He turns back at he turns back to Arland. Do you want to drop your staff now? And that's
My
his
turn.
turn. Avarice.
True Wessel's like shortest session ever.
Avarice turns to Arland with the staff, puts it to your face. Let's see. As she's gonna stay where she's at. Turn to the staff. She's not attuned to it because she just got it back. She is going to firebolt you.
I'm gonna counterspell that at third level.
Oh, you're gonna counterspell?
Yes.
She would counterspell.
Okay, well, she can waste that.
You showed her.
Yeah, I did.
You go, Arlen. Yeah.
For a firebolt. Yeah.
You take 6 points of fire damage as the firebolt shoots right through your body. I highly suggest you put your staff down. Arlen, you're up, bud. It's your chance
You want
to
my
do
staff
something.
down? Fine. And I take the staff and I slam it into the ground. And a moonbeam will shoot right out of it straight to Doros. He's within 60 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
He is lifted off of the ground and brought back at half health.
Oh.
So that's one of those. And then I will...
Can you twin that?
No,
because it's
from-
not a spell.
It's from,
It's
the
from my
staff.
staff. Otherwise, yes.
That would have been awesome if you could have twinned that.
I will burn 3 sorcery points and quicken.
It's a bold
Vortex
strategy,
warp.
Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
it is a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for it.
And I will vortex myself right behind Solanas.
You vortex.
Yeah.
He's going to use a legendary action to counterspell your vortex warp.
I'm gonna spell like a.
Can I counterspell that counterspell? You know
Sure.
what? I'm not going to do it. Fuck it. I'll stay right there.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Duros, give me a Constitution saving throw.
13.
All right, you say you don't take a level of exhaustion. As you're brought back, stood up on your feet like you don't know what the hell just happened. You see TFO down. And he's actually going to use the legendary action. He's going to make one attack against TFO.
Oh.
2 death saving throws.
Wow. Wait, isn't it just an automatic fail? I thought,
Yeah,
if
if you
you-
automatically fail, you have 2 death saving throws.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I have 2 failures. Awesome.
He walks over,
does-
takes the rapier, stabs it right into TFO. You spit up more blood. Stop
Well,
your aggressive action. You tell him to stop the aggression. Leave me be.
I like how this guy just fucking force choked.
I've been
Doros
a
and
prison
then
of his
shot me.
for millennia. I will not be his prisoner anymore. As he looks at Doros, you run back and tell him, or I'll send you back to Avernus, to his lair. And you can probably come back as something else. He can use whatever powers he has left to bring your ass back. And I will send you back in pieces again. I am no longer his prisoner. Shallowin, kill him. Forgot one. Let me roll your death saving throw.
Oh.
I thought I was gonna roll for werebear shenanigans, but all right.
You're unconscious with 2 death saving throws.
I am doing that right now.
Wait, you skipped me.
You did.
Did
do
I?
it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Doros,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I am going to I'm going to kind of hold my hands up, like sheathe my wand and hold my hands up, showing I'm not doing anything. And I'm going to say, just leave my friends alone. I won't chase you. And I'm going to walk over to TFO and use my healer's kit on him.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm pretty persuasive. 24. Warlocks, man.
He rolls a 31 for insight. No, sorry. 21 for insight. Are you lying?
Oh, that's less than my persuasion. I rolled 24.
I know, he's inciting you as you do that too.
Oh. I am not going to chase him right now. No. And I might in the future, but right now, no. I'm more concerned with getting him out of here and saving my friends.
Okay. So you're going to use your medicine. What did you say you're going to use?
My healer's kit, which instantly stabilizes him with no roll.
Okay. So what does it do? Just keeps him from
Yep, it has 10 uses, and as an action, you can use one of it to stabilize a creature without doing a medicine check. So he's just he's stable. So he doesn't need to make death saves.
I'm still at 0. I'm just.
He's still at 0. He's unconscious for 1d4 hours,
Okay.
but he is stable. And I sheathed my wand as I did that and walked over, and I did that while staring at the sky and showing him that I'm not going to be aggressive, and that's to be my action.
So Forgotten One is stable. He no longer rolling death saving throws. He's just stable for 1d4 hours.
Yes, and then if someone heals him, he would come back, but...
Alright. Shallow One takes his... because he's following orders. Takes his ice blade and cuts off this individual's head.
Oh. Who's that guy?
Somebody knows him.
Was it the guy I recognized but didn't quite recognize?
Yeah.
Huh.
Sebastian. It's Evan.
Oh no. He's still got Lagatha too up there, right?
Yeah, Lagus is still there.
Sebastian is going to kind of confidently stride over to where Shallowwind and Lagatha are.
As you do that, his eyes follow you. What are you doing?
He kind of like narrows his eyes, looking at Shallow, and he says, "This one's mine." And he is going to like call out to the crowd as a demonstration of our power. And then he like whispers. He kind of comes down and tries to whisper in her ear, saying, "I'm a friend of Remy's. Just let this spell work and you'll be okay." As quietly as he can.
Stealth check.
Okay. This could go very badly or very good. It's my modifier. Okay, I rolled a 7, but with my plus 11, that's an 18. So hopefully that's good enough.
Okay.
So yeah, and then he places. Does she blink or nod or anything?
She does not do anything because she knows you're doing a dumb thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, he places a finger on her head and like shouts a bunch of mumbo jumbo, and then casts feign death on her.
He looks back at you. This is another reaction to counterspell that.
Why is he counterspelling it if he thinks I'm killing her?
No. The one that downed, TFO, looks back at you, uses another reaction to counterspell your spell. Because he heard you say what you gonna say.
Okay,
No. What else you would like to do?
Let's see. So if I've already cast a spell but it's been counterspelled, does that count against the rule where you can't cast 2 spells in one turn?
You still cast the spell. It just kind of fizzles out. So you still use the spell slot and all that. Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm not asking for the spell slot. I'm asking for if I could
still-
click and
yep.
spell the same.
Yeah,
spell
it
again.
still counts for that. So you
Gotcha,
can cast
so
a bonus action
I'm limited to cantrip.
cantrip. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So I will end my turn there.
All right, he's going to use. He's going to use his last 2 legendary reactions to initiate Devil's Leap, Power Leap.
Well, that sounds foreboding.
Solanus.
Seeing black-haired slick black-haired man, can I speak to him in Infernal and ask him and say, in my guttural Infernal, what are you doing and what are your goals here?
As he listens to you, still watching Sebastian, you hear in your head telepathy. You really don't know who I am, do you? You saw me in a vision. I was just more frozen then.
No, having that confirmed now, was that like a action or bonus action for that?
I allow that to be a free action.
All right. I am going to. I'm gonna reach down.
I'm looking at Weasel talking to Chad. Like, all those times I was just to try and not die. That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on big old TFO down there. I'm just gonna reach down, cast it at 2nd level.
He uses his 3rd reaction.
Oh God!
How the fuck? How do you?
He looks at you.
See, that's why I had the health kit. We all made fun of me. He said he had healers.
Dude, I actually
No,
like,
no,
rolled-
We all have
no,
kids
I
now,
didn't.
right? Because of...
I was fine with you being stable. I'm not ready for Big Boy to get up.
And with that, I say, okay, fine. And I just slowly try to whisper, "Ice, ice, baby," to my flail to start to activate it so that when it comes back to me, it'll heal him. Just try to. Ice, ice, baby. Cold.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that was my bonus action. I'm done.
The gargoyles circle Arlen and hold an action.
Jesus.
I mean, technically, they only ordered Shallow Wind to attack, not the gargoyles. I'm just saying.
I said they hold an action.
Fair enough.
He looks at you. Are we done here? Or should I just finish my work?
Me?
Yeah, he's looking at you because he knows you were sent after him.
We're done. Go. We won't stop you. I say that loud enough so everyone, including Arlen, can hear me.
He shouts, "This goes for all the 10 towns. You will stop interrupting this winter. You will stop pursuing me. I left you alone all this time. He starts sending his minions. You send heroes to try to save your pathetic towns. You leave us be. We'll leave you in peace." As he turns to walk away, he tells his people, "It's time to go. Grab her and let's go." And just so you don't forget, he reaches down, touches TFO, and you automatically fail because you're unconscious. You lose. Let's see.
Did he just like remove my curse or something?
No.
Like what? Okay.
Took away your wereworkers.
Yeah, it's like dang
I just
it.
got control of it.
Yeah.
You feel whatever memories you got back are taken away.
Oh god damn it. Okay. This is fun.
Do they know each other?
Your
Huh.
skills are not lost, just your memories.
Wait, like the one
And if
The-
you
like,
were
just-
conscious, you would be stunned for 1 round.
cool. Like wait, just of the ones that like I got back or of like any past
You basically
events?
you're back to revert to when you started this campaign was. You don't know your name. You don't have your memories of your sister anymore that you gotten back. You don't
We
remember
know
anything.
us.
What about the party? Yes, no?
No, you don't know them at all.
God fucking okay.
Damn.
You don't remember Doros.
Oh boy.
Do I still have that insufferable
with-
trait from the
Since you're right there,
Demogorgon
Solanas,
statue?
give me a Arcana check.
Arcana. All right, I'm doing actual deck. Let me get.
No, not me as well.
All right.
And he
come
starts to
on.
turn to walk away.
Can I do the Arcana check as well?
Sure.
I got
I'm proficient.
17, which is good for me.
I got a 7,
can-
so I do not know.
I also have Arcana, but I rolled a 1.
No.
I got a 17 here.
Okay, Doros, where'd you get?
7.
Doros won't know. Oh, just keep that in mind. All right. As he turns to walk away, we're gonna go through a turnover one more time and see if anybody does anything stupid.
Is that a hint, nudge, nudge?
Before you go on, do I lose that trait I got from the Demogorgon statue as well?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna assume. Okay, cool. Just make. All right.
You can go ahead and delete that.
Nice.
She is going to turn. She looks at her gargoyles. And then keeps on going through the portal. Arlen, what would you like to do, bud?
I mean, Doros said to let him go.
I kind of reiterate that.
Okay.
So I'm just standing there, staff in hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold a vortex warp. If anybody gets attacked, I will vortex warp the person getting attacked out of the way.
So when you're
If someone swings to attack at the moment they start.
Doris, I was going to ask, since if he starts, he's still in his, he's casting it, but he's holding it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like he has it ready to go and releases it once.
All right. So the gargoyles that were holding an action.
Well, he hasn't done anything.
He's in the motion of casting it and holding it.
I think it's a
he's
held
still
action,
moving.
but I don't think he moves until the thing that's triggered.
Either way, I don't think a
Triggering
9
is
hits you,
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. Thank God.
and another 9 doesn't hit you. As you're doing this, these gargoyles try to lunge in to bite you. Are you going to continue doing it?
Back.
Are you going to continue to do it? Or
Yeah,
you
I'm just holding it.
You can freely drop it, like if.
Yeah, you can freely drop it. So they're at it. Well, the individual walking back is looking at you. Are you going to drop it?
You've seen this spell. It's not an attack. It's just a precautionary measure. Portal,
As a precautionary measure, since it's a new round, he has his reactions back. He's going to counterspell to that.
Well, then I'm counterspelling, not counterspelling. I'm using Vortex Warp.
I mean, you're vortex warping. You can't.
Away.
You can't counterspell and use vortex warp because counterspell is a reaction,
You're not wrong.
and using your held action is a reaction as well.
Yeah, correct.
Then I'll let it fall. But I'm mean mugging him the entire way out.
I'm gonna in my sternest Doros voice ever say, Arlen, stop and let them just go.
Doros, you're up.
Staff to the ground.
I'll just say that, and then he didn't do any damage to TFO, right? He just took his memories, or I don't know what he did, but he just did something. But he's still
He
just.
dealt more than 106 damage to me at the beginning of the combat, but yeah.
Do I need to stabilize you again? I don't want to heal you just yet.
Now, if he would have been conscious, he would have been stunned. But
okay,
he's already unconscious, so.
Okay.
Doros.
I'm just gonna kind of reiterate, just kind of hold up my hand up and say, let them go. We need to make sure TFO's okay.
Alrighty. Sir Bishop, I've been waiting for Werebarrow shenanigans since I heard about him. Sorry, TFO made his decisions, and I think he regrets them. Sure, I'll take some damage. Okay. TFO, you're still unconscious. Shallow grabs her, takes her out of the portal. Sebastian, you want to do anything?
Can I say something to Shallowen before he leaves?
Sure.
I was gonna look at him sideways and say, I don't know why your new master stopped me, but I had her.
You hear in your head the individual that's still there. Just stop. You're broken. There's no repairing you. Go join your pathetic friends and die in this cold wilderness and let us be. Poor excuse for an agent.
That's from the devil guy?
Sure. You don't know he's a devil, but yes.
Oh, I thought you described him as devilish or demonish or something
I'm
like
saying
that.
your character doesn't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is that your turn?
That's all I was gonna do.
Solanas.
I'm just gonna position myself between me and right there, but so I can keep line of sight on Arlen, and I will hold. Oh, because my little base thingy flail. That's what it is. Everyone around me.
Wait, just wait till you're on.
It just happens, though. That's the thing.
What are you doing?
I thought you had to activate it.
It is activated because I whispered it.
He has the
He's talking about the
heels.
flail. Yeah.
The heels. Yeah.
He doesn't care about that.
Okay.
Because he can't really don't really do anything about it.
Oh, but everyone around me, which is within 10 feet, which is just Doros and TFO, gain 1 hit point.
TFO's technically conscious.
TFO, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Before I regain the.
This is you coming back. You know what I do.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, exhaustion. Forgot about that.
But he has no
18
memories.
second one.
Unnatural 20. So yeah.
So literally, he's waking up to me standing like over him and
patting his wounds.
Yeah. And he has no idea what's going on. Okay.
And I should describe this as you're patting his wounds. There's like ice form coming out of his body. Even though you know he's resistant to ice, there's like a huge, pretty much like an icicle coming out of his body when those wounds are.
And that's
it.
My action. I'm gonna hold an action, and if
what are you holding?
God damn it.
What are you holding?
If I'm holding a spell, if Slick Hair Man tries to do anything aggressive, but my hands are like this. But in my mind, the only thing that's going through it is just the words I would have to say for the spell.
What is the spell?
You guys are killing me.
I don't think you actually do anything when you're holding a spell. I think you're
still doing the mannerisms for the spell.
I think you hold it, and then at least that's the way I understood it.
No, when you ready it, you cast it, and then you hold it like there, like so you do fully cast it.
Oh,
gotcha.
I see. I thought it was the way.
That's why you lose it if you don't use it.
Slowing down the spelling, the casting of the spell.
No, but you're still casting it, but you're holding to do it with.
You're holding the energy.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's why if you don't use it, you lose the spell because you actually cast it still.
Okay. Knowing that, I'm just gonna stay there then and just kind of.
So you're not doing anything.
I will not do that then.
Yeah, I don't think that's right, guys, but
it is.
Yeah.
That's why you lose the spell if you don't actually use it.
And you're technically also concentrating on holding the spell.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine either way, so.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Hey, I did my job of healing people for 1 hit point.
On it, he's gonna finally use the Devil's Leap.
Oh shit.
right in front of Arland.
Oh my man.
Devil's Leap, 10 feet. Yeah.
Just to prove my point, because I see y'all trying to do shit when we're trying to make peace. He's going to use a legendary action.
It's his turn. I don't think he used legendary actions on.
No,
Right?
It's at the beginning of his turn. He can.
it's not his
yeah.
turn. He initiated Devil's Leap to use it. And it is a new turn because he has his legendary actions.
Oh. Wait, isn't he at the top of initiatives then?
Yeah, he was. This is the last round of initiatives for.
He was first.
Yeah, he was
whatever.
first.
All right.
I'm sorry, natural 20. 38 points of piercing damage, Arlen. $76 cold damage.
Dead. Dead.
Dead?
That is over my max.
Is it double your max? I shouldn't be, right?
No, you're
As this rapier is coming into you, as you feel the life threatening out of you, he holds your body up. He'll be back in like 5 minutes. Drops your body. His deity has some kind of hold over him. He can't die till he fulfills whatever bullshit fucking deal he's made with her. But that's just a show.
Moon egg.
That's just a show.
What are you up to now, Arlen?
That's just a show that I'm
egg
fucking
time.
serious. Stop your stupid actions. And the gargoyles leave. And he walks off through the portal. Because it's his turn after the gargoyles.
Fill me up till my cup is overflowing.
It didn't trigger
Why
the
are you
dance.
making me do this right now?
what is this one?
You gotta, T-Cat, you gotta hit the actual thing.
My gosh.
Fill me up till my cup is
It's not doing it.
Wait, what?
So for you guys who want to do the bits, you have to actually hit the sound alert, not that one.
Thanks for the 20, both of you.
Thanks for the 20. So I'll
get
do
him,
this.
Weasel. At least it isn't 8. Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ. Out of character. Or just like, what was that? That was the weirdest thing, right? He said, don't cause trouble, but then he choked Doros, and then I walk over it to him acting like nothing's okay. All right.
I go to the bathroom. We'll be right back.
But you don't have your memories there.
I know. I'm just out of character. Fuck, that was.
I want to go to my alerts. So keep in mind, if you want to redeem the dance, you have to actually hit the sound. It's in the extension. I'll do this for you guys.
Wait,
I'll
that
do a
sound
test.
was.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh.
Everybody, the whole crew has to dance. Let's dance, guys.
I got no moves.
Move for me, move for me, move for me.
18 seconds is long. Just saying.
It's so fucking long. Keep in mind, this is how long 3 turns is. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah, because
Again.
Because they did too. They
There's a
did
cooldown.
twice.
I swear there was a cooldown for this.
how come JR has to miss this? I'm just saying.
I know he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He went to the bathroom. He's exempt from this.
This is all I got.
Oh my god.
All right.
So yes,
I guess I could have went to the main screen for that. My bad.
the player handbook does say when you ready a spell, you cast it, but you hold on to its energy. and you are concentrating on the spell.
So,
So
we're officially out of combat. They left through the portal. Again, if you guys want to do the dance break, you actually have for it to trigger this sound alert. You have to hit the sound alert. It's in the should be in the thing.
Make sure you don't do that. Make sure you do that next time.
I think should be like one of the overlays. I'll see if it's actually up, and y'all can talk amongst yourselves. Give y'all a little break.
TFO, you okay?
It's not there as far as you can see.
Are you talking to
Here, I'll.
me?
Yes. Who else would I be talking to? Not too many people I know named TFO.
Oh, and
Is that my name?
Let me resolve it. Solanus, with your role, I totally forgot. Now he's back up. You remembered that a greater restoration heals what happened to him.
Greater restoration. Oh, good thing I,
Have that?
can't do that.
God.
Did you cast a locate greater restoration
I
spell?
guess, yeah.
Locate priest. Where's the nearest church?
I'm gonna cast. Wait,
Fifth
is
level, so yeah, we don't have that yet.
Fuck. That's next level though, right?
No, it's
Oh no,
10.
wait, it's
Level
level. Oh, it's 10. Shit.
Arlen is still completely down, right?
Oh yeah, is he so when he goes unconscious, is he literally wrapped up in like a moon sphere what's
Like
that moon?
last time?
Am I moon egged again?
No. But you do
Oh,
see
no egg.
he's not a moon egg, but you do see this white aura around him. Thank you, Shell, for gifting us tier 1 sub to Silver Wolf. You can give advantage to anybody you like.
Thanks, Shale.
Is it advantage or reroll? I don't remember now.
Reroll.
Is it
No,
reroll?
Someone else. I think so. Well, he gifted, so I think it's something different.
Yep. Gift 1 sub grants a reroll to a player, so you can give a reroll to anybody you like. Who would you like to give it to? Oh, and they're dueling in chat.
While
Is Arlen dead? Oh, sorry, Solanus, my bad.
I'm gonna run over to Arlen and with my flail still active, hopefully that does something, but I'm also gonna try to heal him.
Oh, you're running over to Arlen.
Yeah.
You can't get past the barrier. Because it's a touch spell, correct?
Yeah.
You cannot get past the barrier.
Can I cast aid on Arlen, TFO, and Doros?
What does aid do?
Aid gives you 15 hit points and also
10 hit points.
raises your, if you cast at level 4, which is what I was going to do, and raises your hit point maximum by 15 as well.
Yeah. Raise it by 15, then heals you for that 15.
Oh, I may be looking at the old one. Let me look at the chat. Everything works except for Arlen.
All right. Well, I wasn't able to help Arlen, but Doros and TFO, you guys have 15 more to your hit point maximum and 15 more hit points until 8 hours from now.
Nice.
I stand corrected. A greater potion of healing falls out of the bag of holding.
Awesome.
I stand corrected. I have the old chart in my mind.
Instead of the
Yeah, instead of the advantage, yeah. So greater
No,
potion of
instead
healing
of the
falls.
advantage.
Oh, and we still have the amulet.
Yes.
And the amulet came out too.
Oh shit, guys.
Who?
I need to print off the new rewards thing because I have the old one. My apologies, Shale.
So I guess I'm still talking TFO. So
So my name is TFO?
do you not remember anything? Again, I guess.
Again?
We I don't know what he did to you, but we used to be friends. We used to work together. I found you, or we met, and you had no memories initially, and we traveled together, and then now it looks like your memories have been erased again. Do you remember anything about who you are or what happened, or?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember anything. Well, I guess we must have been friends then, if you say so.
Doros.
What is your name, I guess, then?
Doros, you hear in your head. Don't forget this. I showed you mercy. Give you one chance to leave. And quit this foolish quest. I could have killed y'all easily. Just remember that.
Yeah, you can call me Doros for now.
Doros. Well, okay.
Chill says somebody get a better cleric who can resurrect. Arlen. All of a sudden you find yourself in the ocean. The three moons. And she's there again. Bye.
I died again.
My bad.
Criticized.
How did this happen?
Well, you know how I was telling you about my friend and Lagatha, and there was that guy Shallowind with the ice swords and stuff, and he was yelling something, but he had her and he was gonna kill her, and so I tried to step in between it, and the other guy showed up and started killing all my other friends. So I tried to save them, and then he got mad at me and killed me.
You're a little soft.
Yeah, my AirPod died.
Oh, that now we can hear you. I'm just. What am I gonna do with you? I give you a weapon. I give you my powers. I didn't send you to bat for you to die for me to keep bringing you back.
I did keep everybody alive.
Alright. Go. And all of a sudden, Solanus, you're trying to figure out why he's like in like some kind of white bubble. Eventually it fades and he comes to. With this massive scar. And it's like kind of frozen over and it's like white and almost kind of like moon. Like it's kind of glowing actually. And won't, like, now you're trying to, like, you're healing and stuff. It won't, like, get rid of it. So now he has a massive scar there. But it's, like, almost kind of fresh, but not really fresh. It's hard to say. Kind of like an icicle scar now.
I exclaimed to everyone, "Hey, you guys, it worked. I got him back.
Ow.
It's okay.
Can you look at TFO? He's lost his memories again.
Oh, Again. Okay, Arlen, you good? You good? You feeling all right?
I'm good.
All right. You rest up. Just relax. Lay here. I'll be right back to you. And I go running over to Forgotten One because I just sprint on over, still swinging my flail to try to heal anything that's around me.
With that, I'd like to thank everybody for the hype train level 2. Y'all amazing. We love you very much. Great night. First be back. Thank you, everybody.
I'm gonna see if I was gonna when he sees Solanas running over, he's gonna recoil a little bit because he doesn't know what the swinging means for the flail. Doesn't know if it's an attack or not.
I would assume I see that, right?
So him recoiling, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of put my hand on his shoulder, be like, he's here to help. He might not be able to help you today, depending on what he has prepared. We might have to wait till tomorrow, but
I see. He's another friend then. Okay.
He is a friend.
For sure, a greater restoration will work to do this here, DM.
What?
And I know for sure a greater restoration would.
Yeah, you rolled out enough, you know.
Okay. Would I know if this magical, like a magical effect, or is it like?
That was a magical effect.
Could I try to dispel magic it? Would I know with my roll if that would?
No, your roll knows only a greater restoration will do it because it's already taking hold. You can't really dispel it. But actually, no, it wasn't magical. It was more of a racial thing he did. So
that's a race thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a spell-like ability. I see. Okay.
It's because he's Goliath, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, even with that, because I say aloud, all right, I know that. I know. Worst case scenario, we can take him to another healer or a temple for something more immediate. But let me see if this will work. I think by the powers of deduction, this might work. I'm gonna try to do dispel magic on it.
You, with all your power, what does that look like? Let's describe what it looks like.
I stick the flail down in the snow, and I take his giant Goliath head in my tiny high elf hands.
And crouch down a little bit.
Yeah, I look him in the eyes. I just breathe with me and trust me, and I just slowly massage his temples, put his eyelids down. Just shh. I know what I'm doing.
Is that Reiki?
I got it. Breathe with me. Give in to the winds of winter. And I try to cast.
Sorry, J.J.R. Martin. We did not mean for that pun.
I'm an ice god follower person thing.
You just wanted to Game of Thrones novels.
Yeah, well, you know.
That's not even out yet.
Listen, hey, it's not out. So what are we?
That's why you need to believe in it. Like, it takes extra faith.
The Forgotten One, you feel nothing happening, and you might think this guy's just being a weird dude.
Yes.
So it was Reiki.
So that work, TFO? Do you have memories back?
You remember me now, TFO?
No.
Oh shit! It should have worked.
Sebastian comes over and lays a hand on his shoulder and he says, "It's okay. We'll make new memories."
Are you another friend?
Fun.
It's
Look at the fun we're having.
Thank you, Minter, for the follow. You can give a D4 to anybody. Just make sure you put in chat who you want to give a D4 to.
Sebastian, I know what we gotta do. Give him the slop. He will never forget the slop.
Oh, you've got to remember this. This will jog your memory. He pulls out his notebook that has all the stuff he wrote to try to help TFO get his memory back, including girl question mark. and he makes another note for slop and underlines it a couple of times, and then he pulls out his water bottle thing that's filled with slop and pours some of it out into a cup. This is your favorite food, except for when you cook, which you do exception.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I got it.
Thank you.
I I lean over to look at. That looks disgusting. I'm sorry.
It looks terrible, but trust me, you're gonna love the flavor. He's gonna like use it like. I think, do I have control frames? I have some fire something or another that I can do.
D4 Sebastian too.
Oh, thank you so much. Can prestidigitation heat up the slop in the cup? Don't know if it does that. But yeah, so
Are you supposed to heat up slop?
It's better warm, trust me.
It's not warm in your pocket, kind of body heat warm.
I don't.
No,
Little
it's
bit
frozen
steamy.
from time to time. He pulls it out and lits on it.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's why none of us eat it. Wait. Didn't you have like that parasite grow inside of you? Did we ever determine it wasn't the slop?
I don't think so.
I'm good. Thank you.
just try it. It'll help. I promise.
I don't like the idea of parasites. I'm sorry.
That was a one-time thing. I even don't remember it, to be honest.
I did.
I can't even say I have unpleasant memories of it.
Cracking me up.
We have unpleasant memories of it. Don't eat the slop.
No,
I was not planning on it.
more for me, I guess. I'll take a little sip of it.
At this point, Arlen comes like stumbling over. He's using his staff like to help him walk over there. Like, guys, what is going on? Who was that?
Are you another friend?
Yeah, TFO.
We think that person that was here
is probably my name. Yes.
took TFO's memories again. So maybe that's what happened the first time. Solana's tried something, but it didn't seem to work. So I don't know if we have other ideas.
This is very powerful magic, but
You guys have seemed to have a lot of experience with this, and I don't.
Son! Doris, your mother comes running. What's going on? Who was that?
Just another person causing trouble.
And she looks at Arlen like, how are you alive?
Magic.
I'm glad you're okay, Arlen.
Oh, me, baby.
I pull Slonis. Yeah, it was, buddy. It was all you.
And
Thank
is
you.
TFO okay?
Is she another friend?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't know.
Yes.
Everyone right now is a friend that's around.
I don't know if I go that far, but
What's wrong with him?
Sebastian's a little weird, but that person, whatever he was, did something and took TFO's memories, and I don't know how. We tried using magic to cure and didn't seem to fix. I don't know how we're gonna fix it.
Do you need a priest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would that help?
Do they
Well-
do that?
Is that a common priest thing?
I don't know what's wrong with him, but I can't.
I'm just
fix
shouting
it.
ideas. Do you need one? I can go get one.
Out of game, they did do the Greater Restoration last time I got cursed, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which?
Oh, well, I know, but Solanas hasn't mentioned the words Greater Restoration yet. So.
Oh, no, I did say that.
He did. He said
Oh,
that.
did he?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
Yeah.
Okay, I must missed that. Yeah. If we need a better cleric.
no.
Listen,
I think we should wait for Solana.
I'm just, it's been a long day. I'm just very tired.
Wait for us to gain another level.
Too low.
With
So
my
you don't need a
assistance.
priest.
We do.
Bring him. If
We need a priest.
I'll guide him through.
I'm
it.
getting,
I'll
I'm
show
getting
him the way to do
conflicting
it.
answers here.
Go get the priest, please.
Get a priest.
Didn't we talk about stranger danger just like a couple days ago?
Okay, I'll go
Okay,
get a priest.
priests don't count.
He turns away and
Priests
runs
don't
off.
count.
I
So
think
we
they
know
should count
someone named
double.
Priest as well? It's an
We can
interesting
call him
name.
priest. Speaking of names, though, I mean, if we're getting a blank slate, you could choose your own name now. People just kind of called you Forgotten One, but you could have your own name. You could.
I've been. Well, apparently I'm TFO, according to Doros.
Yeah.
That is what everyone called you when we met. So.
Do you like that name?
It's a name.
What about?
So, Solanas, you got a D6 to be a better cleric. Is what Weasel said.
And
Thank you, Weasel.
it'll help. It's gonna help. I won't use it on a shit roll where I'm just like trying to locate an
nobody
object.
has Dean's inspiration.
Sebastian.
Everybody can have a Dean's inspiration for missing 2 months and just getting the shit kicked out of you just now. So everybody can have a DM inspiration.
We also would take a level up. Also, if that's being handed out.
If you remember correctly, y'all leveled up between streams.
We did. And
At the last
did
episode,
do
you
that.
leveled up. And
Man,
after that pathetic showing, I don't know if you deserve another level.
Hey, I didn't even get it.
I'm sorry,
That's
Mr.
the check
Three
on that.
legendary
I can
actions.
with a weapon that did 106 damage with 1 hit.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you got a multiple reactions in a turn. So I mean,
to be fair, he showed up just to give an announcement, and then y'all went all crazy.
okay, he started it.
He did.
I'm saying that.
He was the aggressor.
I am not at fault.
self-defense. Well,
He did-
technically,
he did
I
attack
didn't
me.
defend anyone.
Arlen made the first aggressive move, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, he grabbed my throat. I mean,
He
I
did.
don't-
He held
Arlen
him up
teleported
like.
behind Shallow Inn and held a staff to the back of Shallow
But that
Inn.
was before they got
I was gonna
there.
blow his head right off.
God damn it, Arlen.
Well, he made a show. He actually did he fucking held him like. Oh god.
And that's just 500 bits.
Awesome.
But they want to re-roll for Solanus.
Man,
Thank
I'm
you,
getting
Nate.
all the help.
See, Sloss, I'll just keep on making fun of you, and you get all this stuff.
Oh, that's good.
So he
That's
gets
good.
a
I
reroll?
appreciate it, people.
Sebastian, yeah.
Man, I forgot
Sebastian-
like what half my shit did, and I rolled a 1 to heal people. I mean, like,
I couldn't do anything. I went
Do
down for I
that.
could do anything my turn.
Hey,
So
I tried to warn you at the end of last session, but y'all weren't insisted, so
I would have liked
I
to-
did my part.
I would have
It
liked at
happened.
least to have gotten a deception roll instead of him just knowing exactly what I was all about. But
I wouldn't have done that if he hadn't just Doros, but you know.
But now you don't know me, so now you wouldn't.
I guess so, yeah.
so Sebastian looks in his book and he sees Jean Paul written down. I don't really remember writing Jean Paul,
Oh
but
my god.
I feel like at some point that might have been one of your names. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure he said he absolutely hated that name and he never wanted to be called that again.
Sean
Yeah,
Paul.
maybe that's why I wrote it down. I don't have any memory of that
oh,
though.
how about
I kind of like
Don Paul?
Sean Paul.
it.
I also have Jugan's Hole written here, but I don't know.
No! All right, I'm gonna bring back, the big bad, and finish this party off.
Oh, shit.
You should have apparently taken his memories. Apparently, the wrong person's memory.
It's okay. My memories are very garbled. I know what you're going through. Jean Paul, the Forgotten Run, wherever you are. I understand and relate.
Okay.
Can we just take a real quick step and circle back around to who was that?
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I thought we were just going to go get something, Doros. Like, what was that all about?
Well, no, originally we were going to see some random dude that was asking about Doros in town.
Well, I know what you're talking about, Sebastian. Let's find a priest and get TFO, hopefully as fixed as we can, and then let's find somewhere not in the middle of town to discuss this.
Also, question, and this is just me not being. I was so focused on protecting and defending you all. What happened to Lagatha? Where'd she go? Did she?
Shallow and
Teleported
took her.
out. Yeah.
Shallow and took her. That motherfucker. Get that. Listen,
He's
I don't
the
care.
one.
Wait,
Who's Lagatha?
Oh god.
we can answer that.
Short version, she is a friend of ours that is
A friend of ours.
Okay, another friend. I see.
Another friend, yes.
Oh, somebody's
Yes.
clipping these because this is amazing. Who's
She's-
that?
But last time we met her, it really wasn't her, so I don't know if this was really her either.
I
So,
need more TikTok clips.
Listen, all I'm saying is we'll talk about whoever, Slick Black was, but we're fucking killing Shallowwind this time.
I wanted to kill him.
I made a mistake of healing him, of stabilizing him last time. And then
I'm
I
guessing
made a
he
second
isn't.
mistake.
he
Shallowwind is not a friend.
Okay. Okay.
He is
Fool
not.
us once. Fool us twice.
I think he fooled us
You
twice.
get twice iced. Okay? We're icing Shallowwind next time.
And yes, and making sure he doesn't come back.
That's right.
And if he goes in jail, we let them know he has magic.
No, he doesn't go in
Doesn't
jail.
go in jail.
No
Oh.
jail.
Yeah.
He's the one that helps do all this.
I
Stuff.
refuse to let him take Lagatha from me twice.
Wait. Sebastian, say that again. He's the
Did
one
we-
who did this to you?
Is that what we're called? Twice ice?
When Ariel took me last time, I was in a chair, and Shallowwind's the one that he conditions the children using ice needles and torture, drilling into our brains, and that's how I ended up the way I am right now.
Okay. Hang on.
She needs to die, and so does he.
Oh, they're all going to die. And all right. Let me rest a day, and I'm gonna have a spell ready. I'm gonna find this fucker.
Well, let's come up with a game plan.
Yes, let's get to it.
Let's get
Let's
Tio
get to an
fixed,
end.
and let's get to an end so we can talk.
As the
Damn.
portal opens up,
Oh
Damn,
god.
Dr.
your mom
Strange be
and
teaching this shit
Maeve
to
step
everybody.
through.
Thank God.
Maeve, it's so good to see you.
God. Relevar.
I'm sorry, I couldn't find a priest, but I found her. She said she could help. I possibly can.
Yeah.
I assume we're also friends.
Oh.
She's
To
the
a
best
degree,
friend.
yes.
You're looking
She is-
exceptionally lovely today, Maeve.
Oh, stop it.
He elbows Arlen. Arlen thinks so too.
I don't think we're
Stop
friends.
talking for me.
What can I do for you today, gentlemen?
Babe. I need you to assist me here, okay? We need
You need
Help.
me now, do you?
just please get
Technically, we always need you, but right now we really need you.
I mean, Sebastian's got this for tomorrow, maybe. Or not Sebastian.
She
but,
looks in real close to Arlen. How are you alive?
Magic.
She looks
Yeah.
down where your heart is at. You should
His heart-
be. Anyway, she looks back at the wannabe cleric and. What you need me for?
That wasn't nice about Solanas. I mean,
Hey.
she's right there.
Hey,
That was the DM talking, not
listen,
Maeve.
Oh, so the DM
First-
called Solanas.
Still.
I want to be a cleric.
his heart is special.
I was just
And-
echoing what Weasel said in chat, okay?
Yeah, that's
That doesn't-
true.
Doesn't make it okay.
Listen,
what do you need
Solaris
me
is the
for?
best, okay, guys?
we TFO here, or John Paul, or Sean Paul, whatever he wishes to be called right now, has been affected by some sort of devil fiend magic, and he's lost his memories again. So I know for sure a greater restoration will help him. I need some help in.
She walks over to
Restoring.
TFO, starts scanning her or him.
Hello.
Just
I don't
one
remember the first time, but I'm guessing they know I lost it before, so I'm assuming. Okay.
You remember I don't like your stories. Just shush.
I don't remember that.
You really won't like his stories right now.
She looks back at you.
I don't remember anything.
Fiend? This is an archdevil's doing.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I knew it was like a bad devil, and I didn't want to say it.
I need a really good story from you this time. I'll sit back and wait.
I'd probably have a good story. Oh, no, no, I don't know anything.
If you want a really good story,
I know I
you
want it
could-
from the would-be cleric.
Oh,
man,
all
don't
right.
talk to our friends Thomas like that. That's kind of rude.
Do you not want my
This is
help?
wonderful.
No, we want your help. Okay.
I kind of recall I'm your transportation all of a sudden in this stupid world.
Because you're the coolest.
Yeah, you're great. Thank you very much.
As the portal starts opening up behind her.
Okay. Fine. I'll tell you a
You
good
can
story.
do better than that. Coolest, really?
The most stunning, the most absolutely wonderful, most. Your voice is like music to all of our ears. Every time we hear it, it just sends tingles through the back of my scalp. You are the most wonderful person I can possibly imagine. I love the stray wisps of gray hair that look like they're falling out. They're so
Are you
endearing.
kidding me?
I'm gonna lean into
I
the
am
door.
20
Is he
years,
okay?
2 years old, okay? And I'm waiting to hear my story.
Oh, you want to share your story with us?
No,
Yeah,
I'm waiting to
we-
hear your story.
Oh, fuck. All right.
You
all
want
right.
my powers, they don't come for free. You know my price.
Okay.
Did you say 22 years old?
Yes, I'm 22 years old. I know I don't look my age. Something with this hair vanishing that's made me look this way. I don't know. But
Have you forgotten?
I need my story, please. If you want my help.
All right.
And as you get ready to tell your story, we're going to go take our break so I can go use the bathroom, and you can think of what story you want to tell Maeve.
Yeah, fuck.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be right back. We love you very
Yay.
much. And if you're not subscribed, you'll see some ads, or otherwise you'll just see the Be Right Back screen because I need to set something cool up for like everybody else is doing, like clips or something. By the way, I need more clips, so hope you're taking clips. We love you very much, and we'll be right back.
What's your job?
Welcome. Oh wait, I gotta. Started talking and we still in the back right screen or Be Right Back screen. Welcome, everybody. We're back, and we'll pick up. And our cleric is about to give a story to the wonderful witch of the land for her help, and it better be a good one because she had told you that it was powerful of a archdevil, not just any old.
He forgot
fiend.
he forgot he was supposed to think of a story, so you have to give him a few more minutes.
Did you locate options on your story?
He doesn't.
Locate story.
Does he have that prepared? Is the question.
The thing is,
Well, thanks,
I
Red, for
know.
coming in and hanging out and saying hi. You haven't? Go check out Red. He's working on a new DnD campaign. He's working on it. He's writing it. Can't wait for it.
So that would be awesome if clerics had the cure for writer's block. They could just cast locate story.
So Maeve, listen to you. I'm waiting.
all right, man. Just
As she runs her hand down your side of your face to give you encouragement.
so you have now felt my elven features here, but what do you know? You seem to know a lot about who you see and whom you meet. What do you see when you
I
see me?
see a memory in your head.
Yeah.
She creates minor illusions and shows you the hag that you once fought right into your face.
God. Yeah, babe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
He whispers to TFO. Sebastian says, "So her slop wasn't good, but mine is much better."
that
Whoa,
drop
we
it.
don't want to hear about you and her slop.
What's the story, Solaris?
So, I was not always an elf, as you can see. I am actually a tiefling. When I first came here years before, I was here with my brother. And as we were traveling up here, we were actually brought here because of me. I had burned all the bridges with myself and my brother and forced him to relocate us up here. We were supposed to start a new life together up here in the 10 towns, and hopefully I wouldn't be such a screw up this time. As we were traveling here, we heard a roar in the distance, and the last thing I saw was this great white dragon breathing down upon us, and my brother running after me. Next thing I knew, I was talking to some light, something benevolent. I didn't believe in any gods or anything before this, but I've come to learn that it was Relivar. He promised to bring me back to maybe help me find some sort of redemption. Yes, and help the towns out of this everlasting winter. And since coming back, I have met this group. I have learned more about what it takes to understand someone and respect another, and to not judge on first appearances. But
Yeah,
I'm working on it. I'm, not perfect. Working. I'm pretty good, but I'm not the best.
That's the understatement of the year. I think your party would know.
Okay. Anyway,
I think he's the best.
Solanas is the best.
hey, thanks, guys. I'm really.
I'll take their word for that.
No, I'm not.
No one's calmed my emotions like you did that one time. I'll never forget it, Solanas. I believe in you.
Oh, you calm my handsome lover's emotions?
Whoa.
Wow, we advanced. I didn't know we got to that level yet.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. All right, who needs... Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Anyway, the reason I'm here is to try and end this winter. And I don't know if you saw what happened, but one of those assholes over there who did it, the one with the slicked back hair, very Fabio looking guy with the giant ice sword. Yeah, the archdevil you mentioned. Yeah, he was a prisoner of, from my understanding, he was a prisoner of Asmodeus, and we need to figure out what we can do against him, and getting us back to full strength with TFO, who has always had our backs, is our number one priority right now.
My name, apparently.
Yes, TFO, Sean Paul, John DePaul, the big one, Jumbo. Whatever.
Anybody else like any
I
other
don't think we
stories?
went over it though.
What else would you like to know? I mean, I found out my
Can
brother
you
ended
tell
up...
me why his heart is not beating as she points to Arlen?
Magic.
Wait, what? Your heart's not beating.
Well, so in all fairness, he didn't blink and didn't breathe much to begin with. But then when he became a giant ball and then met a god himself, which is, pretty crazy that he did that. He came back and was all
I'm good now.
Yeah, but maybe some of the things didn't, some of the things that he had before are still kind of residual. I don't know. Man got stabbed in the heart with an ice sword by some prick that we were trying to kill again. So the fact that he's back, I'm just happy about. I'm not questioning it too much.
Okay.
While he's doing that, can I discreetly try to take Arlen's pulse? Like,
How do you
What are you doing?
your
Just
heart
prod
really
him.
not beating?
Maybe not. I'm here.
Wow.
Anyway. Alright. She starts wandering over with her hands to go to touch the forgotten one.
I'm gonna take a step back because she's gross.
And
Do you not want my help?
no.
Just
Yeah,
big guy.
she's
Just
the-
let her help you.
She's the best. Like,
Hey,
the best.
I'll like kneel down.
You don't have to kneel to me. I'm not like some queen or anything.
No, just like.
But
know,
you're
like
my
the-
queen.
God.
You're supposed to wait till we're private to say that.
Not like that, like
Oh,
crowd. You
yeah.
get what I'm saying. Alright.
As she runs her hand down the side of your face and up again, around, slicks your hair back. You're like more or less like mohawk.
I do have the mohawk, yeah.
See,
And
you guys, that's what I did too.
you see this dark
I
purplish
can do the
energy
mohawk bit. That's the
come
important
out of
part.
our hands, wrap around your head, wraps around your throat, almost looks like you're choking you.
Whoa.
And
Hey.
then this red, almost steam comes out of your body. And your memories are restored to what they were right before he touched you and took your memories. Okay. That was a lot of my energy. I am gonna go
Wait,
now.
Maeve.
What?
I have a story for you. I would like to thank you for you do not know. Okay,
I
that
think
was
you know what I did. You're the forgotten one for a reason.
I know I forgot something 5 minutes ago, okay? I know that much.
Shouldn't it be the forget?
Weird
team
feeling,
one?
I'll let you know.
Sebastian, my love, can you get me my chair?
Of course. Where's your chair?
I don't care if I me one, because I'll give this dumb with a chance to tell a lame ass story.
Shut up.
Okay.
Right.
Sebastian will go confiscate a chair from the nearest building.
I go in for like that weird, awkward, like ass out hug to thank her, and just like thank you.
Like, how you hugging her, from behind, in front of her, or what?
On the side, like from like the side.
The
She
friend
reaches
zone
out,
hug?
grabs behind you, and pulls you in.
Hey.
I knew you loved me.
Mm. Yep. Thank you. Okay.
She releases you.
I have your chair, my queen. Your throne.
Thank you. Now sit it down. You
Sit it
sit
down.
in it.
I sit in.
Do we need a disclaimer? Do we need a disclaimer?
Can we just get black?
Sit in it.
Sebastian says,
She sits in your lap. All right, Tim. Well, let's hear the story.
"So, Boney, could you shift a little?" Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much, Maeve. Okay,
You know
continue.
what? Okay. I don't know how comfortable I am with this, but I guess let's continue. Okay. So first off, I now have the experience of remembering what I don't remember. That is nuts. And I don't know if you can read minds or something, but if you did, you'd understand that. But anyway, I remember. There was a point where I remembered past where I don't remember, and I've been waiting to tell you this because you say I have shitty stories. Actually, no. Sorry. I take that back. Is that a character? I take that back because I don't know if she thinks I have shitty stories. I've zoned that out of my brain. This is my best story yet. So, apparently I have like a sister or something. I don't know what that's about.
Why are you talking? She looks back to Solana and says, like, why'd you make me restore his memories?
I'm gonna give bardic inspiration to the Forgotten One so that his story will be better.
So back when, so I don't know, you've been like watching us or something, right? Back when I died for the second time, I think, when we fell down, you guys remember this, when we fell down after the explosion and I died because I fell off a cliff. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, we died in the explosion.
I fell off the cliff.
You,
that was painful.
That's true. You hit several cliffs down. Yeah, that sucked. Mine was instantaneous. I didn't feel shit.
So on the way back up, I remembered this very, very crucial thing in my past. I apparently had a sister or something. I don't know what her name is.
She's twirling JR's hair while she's listening.
I
Sebastian
have a twin,
pulls out his book and he
somewhere.
starts like.
I don't know where, but she's around. Hopefully. That's kind of it. I don't know where I was going with that, but
As I thought the story sucked. I'm going to bed now.
What? This is crucial information. Okay, never mind.
Good night, Maeve.
Good night, Maeve. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
So actually,
I'm bad telling stories.
Doris wanted to take us out of town to tell another story. If you wanted another one on top of that, if you're not too tired.
Oh, I said somewhere private and discreet. So
If you could share with Maeve, she's one of us, right?
Well, Maeve, this is an important question for you. If you wish to be part of Twice Iced, have you,
She's already went through the portal.
Okay, bye-bye.
Good night.
She lost her chance of being an honorary member of Twice Iced.
Okay, let's head to the town hall.
try to lick our wounds and recover.
Aren't we gonna go somewhere private to talk to Doros for a little while?
You need it.
Yeah, we have rooms there.
Yeah, don't we have rooms? Or
Yeah, you have
Gotcha.
rooms.
Oh. All right, we need a game plan some shit out right now.
Because that's worked out well for you so far.
you didn't really plan this last thing. Our defense.
Yeah.
You also
Because
didn't
I
spend
don't
30 minutes having to go through a door.
That could have been resolved in too, but
All right, to the town hall. To our rooms in the town hall.
I'm glad you're back, TFO, if that's what you want us to keep calling you.
Yeah, why change it?
I mean,
Have you remembered your actual name yet?
No.
Okay.
it could be Timothy Ferguson Oliver.
That sounds awful. Don't call me that.
We actually don't know if his initials are TFO, Sebastian. That was just what the locals called him.
It's true.
Sorry to be harsh, but don't call me that.
Well, it's your name. It's a new beginning for you anytime you want it, buddy.
Yeah. Damn, very sorry. Thank you, Weasel. I appreciate it.
In my book, you see an arrow drawn from girl to sister, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And he tried to uncross out the cross out with another scribble and just made it worse.
To the town hall.
yep.
I thought you were already going there. I thought you were already there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if we're already there and behind
All
closed
right, we're
doors.
there. Okay. So,
For simplicity's purpose, you have made it to one of the rooms. Whose room are you all in?
The biggest one, I assume.
I was like,
I
All
don't remember.
same size rooms.
I don't remember
okay.
who was in whose room. It's That was
Everybody
so
had their
long
own separate rooms.
You guys can use mine if you want, or Doris's if he feels comfortable in his own room talking about personal things.
I mean, we could always go to my room. It doesn't matter.
I have snacks in my room.
That's a good idea. TFO wins.
All right, let's do it.
Yes.
Sebastian is eating TFO snacks.
Okay, so
Okay.
I know you all heard the story of how I died and came back, but I think only Solanus knows this. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Me coming back. I made a deal for these powers. I got these powers and agreed to find. I think I told Sebastian something, but it's actually someone for the person that granted me these powers.
So locate object wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have. No, I was sent to find a person trapped in ice. I was sent to find a person named Levistus. And I know, Arlen, you had done some research on that and found out a little bit. I didn't know he had thawed. I didn't know anything about him. I didn't know he knew that I was looking for him. But my deal for these powers was that I would find him and bring him back to the person that gave me these powers, who is Osmodeus. So,
I mean, you can kind of connect the dots there.
yeah, I figured. So he wanted him back because someone stole him, but I didn't know he was out. I've been half looking. When we met Lagatha the last time, she transformed into a demon, told me I needed to hurry up and stab me, which obviously makes me think it's not really her. But I don't know. I need to find him and somehow get him back, because I don't know how long I'll have these powers without that. And without these powers, I'm not much use to you guys in stopping this.
And when I spoke with Relivar or asked for guidance, he pointed me in the direction of Levistus, and he's obviously the key to all this. How he relates to Ariel, though, is a whole nother.
Well, Shallowwind has to be the connection between Ariel and Levistus, because Sebastian said that he knew Shallowwind was the one that did all those awful things to him and those other kids, right?
Mhm.
And then the first time we fought Shallowwind, his exact words were, "Finish me for Levistus."
Yeah.
I'd always thought Shallowwind was more of a henchman. I didn't know he was that high up in the ranks.
Yeah. He might still be, but yeah, it's
Wait, you think there are like many others? If there's,
well, my question is, who serves whom? I mean, Shallowwind serves Levistus and Ariel, but is Ariel a servant of Levistus, or is Levistus playing something else? I mean, he was supposedly an
hierarchy of power, right? Like,
Yeah.
Archdevil is still kind of below God.
Yeah, But is she a god?
Ariel?
Yeah.
Pretty sure she's a god.
Does she
She's
just
a god.
call herself that?
But also, why does Levistus care about the winter?
I don't know.
I don't know, because he's icy.
You'd think he wouldn't like ice after being trapped in it.
Yeah. I mean,
So, the only real lead we had is dead. The necromancer.
yeah, they did.
Because Valine was supposed to guide us to a lost city somewhere in an iceberg or something like that.
A mountain, right?
I really liked her. I'm sorry she's dead.
And she was
But
nice.
That's where she said we might find something to end the winter there.
In the ice city place.
She
In
was
the-
looking
in the-
for a book, though, I thought.
She was looking for a book called The Codicil of the White, but us finding that book was going to be our payment for her taking us to that lost city.
Mhm.
So we don't really have to fulfill that part of the bargain now, but we also don't know where the lost city is.
Well, shit.
And
Oh,
also,
jeez.
if we come up against Levistus again, I feel like we might lose. What did
Right?
Asmodeus give you any tips on how to defeat him? I mean, it sounds like a tall order to ask. And do we get to kill him? Because I would really like to kill that guy too. I'm getting the hang of this like deadly assassin thing.
According to our
Now
ranks.
you are a true Twice Dice member.
I think if we killed him, then I could somehow send his body to Asmodeus, and he can do what he wants with the body. I'm assuming that either killing him will send him down there, or at least trap him in his body to where we can send him down there.
You're talking about Levistus, right?
Levistus.
I do like murder as an option for this guy.
But
There's got to be a way to separate them out. It'd be easier to handle one at a time.
okay, so what do we know? We really, our only other place to go was find this lost city in some iceberg or glacier or something. Find another dragon.
It's bad to say. Dragon. Number 4.
Dragon number 4. Didn't the dragon also have something too that was like important?
It was rich.
just
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Ship
He's,
full of treasure.
yeah, that ship is a ship I was on once upon a time.
Have you ever
Wait.
mentioned that to us?
Have you mentioned?
I mean, he keeps calling it his ship.
He does. Yeah.
What? Is it your ship?
I'm guessing if a dragon's on it, it's not.
Was it your ship? Are
Like
you?
when you were but a wee lad?
No, I mean, after I escaped Ariel, I escaped very young. And I left with another group of people who I've been looking for and haven't been able to find. And there was some time where we were on that ship. But
Who
So
are
he
these
now-
stayed there.
Would they be allies?
if I could find them, but it's been. My memory is so spotty. It's been years, but now that you mention it, I wonder. I don't remember how to get to Ariel's domain, but I wonder if one of my other personalities might. Shallowin said I had 5, but I don't know.
5?
I don't know how to remember the things I did and knew when I wasn't me. I guess I was me, but the other me, I don't. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm not really sure, but I must know how to get there somewhere. But I don't know how to find out what I know.
Well, let's
leave that as a possible.
Let's put that on like if we absolutely have to. Because
I do
the
know
last time
where the
one of
boat
your
is.
personalities came out that wasn't you or Fate, it was kind of scary.
Called it himself Sebastian, but right.
What? You
Where
said
was
you know where
he?
the boat is?
Yeah, I know where the boat is.
Well, then we all know where the
That
boat
helps.
is.
Is that our plan of action, though? To kill a fourth dragon?
Well, I mean, it was on the list of things. I don't know.
I mean-
I would rather steal the loot and see if there's something that can help us fighting
Maybe.
off if we were going to do that. But if we don't want to do that, then that's okay too. I don't know if that advances us very quickly to where we're trying to go.
So I think we've got three big options. Dragon killing, you know. And-
How about sneaking around the dragon because it's big and scary?
Yes.
Okay, heisting from the dragon. Find this lost city in the ice. Or reunite with Sebastian's friends to find out maybe more about this whole situation.
I don't know that they'd know anything. I was thinking trying to find a way to access one of my other personalities to know the way to get to Arl.
What do you guys think?
Even if we can get to Arl, I don't know how well we'll do. As much as I want to believe we'll do good, I just got murdered back there, so you know.
I wonder if we could lure her out somewhere. We defeated her once. We've got to be able to do it again. And she has to pay for everything she's done.
I mean, not to be that guy, but didn't we just like kind of defeat an avatar of her?
I suppose you're right.
Like, I'm not trying to be pessimistic here, but like, we are straight up talking about taking on a god.
A god who's also a monster that deserves to die.
I'm not saying that we're not going to do it, because we are. I'm just saying, with what just happened, do you think we're ready for that?
You're right. I don't know. It's a tall ask.
Maybe here, hold on. Maybe I can get some inspiration here. I'm gonna sit down and I want to ritually cast divination.
Okay.
What
does that do again?
It puts me in contact with my god or god servants to ask a single question regarding a specific goal, or if here I'll put it in.
It's the yeah or nay thing.
No, it can be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Kind of hoping for the cryptic rhyme.
Rhyme. This is the rhyme of the Frost Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
So I'm going to sit down and just focus.
Describe what your ritual looks like.
I sit down cross-legged and just in the middle of the room. Like, I don't even care where everyone else is. I'm just like, I just plop down wherever I am.
Do you need snacks?
It's okay for now. Actually, I take one popcorn and eat it.
It's not popcorn. We don't have popcorn. It's scraps of meat that I keep from previous dishes.
and then you realize you picked up a piece of slop.
It's not.
It's good. It's really good. That was the best part.
I sit there, legs crossed, and I think about these different options, of this dragon's horde, trying to find some mysterious city that no one apparently knows about except for this one person. This book she wanted us to find that we only know the title of. We have no idea where it is. And then just asking Relevar, like, out of all of these options, what is the best direction to go towards, and how do we go about that?
Best direction, like, are you asking like
Which of these
routes?
Which of these pursuits to actually should be our focal point?
So give me what your end goal is, so he can
basically find out what will be the most optimal next steps for us. Because right now, we're just
goal? What is the goal you're trying to accomplish? I need to know that.
To better prepare ourselves for the oncoming battle with this archdevil and his lackeys and gargoyles and ice swords and all this shit. Like, if we just got like a giant flamethrower, like, that would be...
Or allies
that have flamethrowers.
We need that ball so we can detonate it while it was still broken.
A little bit of time goes by. To be or not to be? That is the question.
Whether noble in mind.
Are we questioning your morality?
The path to the east, long and lost. Path to the north, a wrecked ship, holds many treasures, but a fierce beast awaits. Further north is certain death, unless you're prepared. But north is the only way to accomplish the ultimate goal.
Do you think he's okay? He's been sitting there a long time.
Yeah, he's doing a ritual.
But it's kind of creepy looking, to be honest. Oh,
come out of the divination. I say, okay, I think I got this. The path to the east is one that is long and lost. So Relevar said maybe that somewhere east is where we need to go for this. Who's got that map? Because I don't know anything about the topography here.
Wait, long and lost is where we need to go? That sounds like not a good...
hidden city?
Yes, okay. The hidden city that
sounds
the necromancer was talking about. And when I pull out the map, I see Regged, Glacier, which is just apparently a big ass glacier. Like, oh, great. Okay, so
above table, if you recall, that she did mention it was under a glacier.
It was under a glacier.
What?
Glacier, not iceberg. That was the word I was looking for.
Glaciers are on land, icebergs are on the ocean. Yeah.
So we got that there. Then she also mentioned, we already know, as we've talked about before, I think, Sebastian, you mentioned the ship north. A fierce beast there. Yep, dragon. And further north is where we will eventually have to make our way where certain death is, well, all but certain unless we're absolutely prepared. But north is the only way that we have to go if we want to end this. So, hunting boars in the woods, you said, Doros?
I think I said that during our break.
You did, yeah.
It's time for the leveling up montage.
Yeah, it's the training montage.
I have a boar for you. Thank you, Sia. How you doing, Sia?
Let's give a big round
Thank
of
you for the
applause for
follow.
most
You can give a
useful
D4
spell
to
we've ever
anybody
cast
you like.
this campaign.
So who would you like to give your D4 to? You can put it in chat. But yeah, I'm ready for boars, you guys. I'm ready for one boar. I have one.
We'll just kill one at a time. It'll be very, very
Doros, you get a D4.
perfect. Thank you. I have added it.
Where, Sebastian, on this map that we have rolled out in front of us, is the boat?
Sebastian points where the boat is.
How, Mr. DM, how far north is that, and then how far east is the glacier?
So if you remember correctly, I remember telling you several times, because the players always ask me.
Whoa, what was that?
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Weasel.
Thank you, Weasel, for gifting us
Scared
all.
the
But guess what?
bejeebers out of me.
Sebastian, another greater healing of potion falls out of the bag of holding.
Nice.
We're gonna need all these.
Am I?
We don't.
Am I
keeping track of
We don't
keeping?
need a healer. I'm the
Greater
locate
heal
object guy.
greater potion of healing falls out of the bag of holding.
I'm the calm emotions guy. I'm the zone of truth guy. That you know,
Guys, I've got these two potions. Do you want me to hold on to them, or do you guys?
They can't counterspell potions. Oh my god, why didn't we think of this before?
I had potions. I just, after he attacked, got
We all
upset.
have potions.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't heal you. With my
You
potion.
know, another thing is. Oh wait, never mind. That's a spell, so you can counterspell it before you can cast it. So you maybe stealth blinding him, but he can't see anyone casting anything with blindness.
But I'll reiterate, because you all have asked me before, and the 10 Towners told you the rumor. North of Bremen, goes straight up
Bremen.
north, and it's just off the coast is where the ship is. And all you know is far east. You don't know how far it is until you start doing, far as player wise, like your character wise. But it's a very long ways.
There's not like a key on the map that says this much is 1 mile or anything.
Or how many days it would take us to get there.
Depends on how you're going, how you're transporting. Are you taking dot sleds? You walking?
Taking Maeve there.
She's going to need an incredible story for that. So we better have one ready.
I'll recount the feeling of losing all of your memories to her. No, I don't.
But yeah.
I don't think we have any pets or mounts anymore. Weren't they all like?
No, you brought them back. I think y'all tied them up behind, if I remember correctly, behind the town.
It's just
whatever.
the polar bears.
You brought back the polar bears in your card.
Okay.
But we
I think that's all
lost
you have
all our
left.
other pets,
Did we?
sadly.
Yeah. You had Maeve stand by or take you outside, then take you back because you wanted your polar bears in your card.
Right.
Yeah, and when
The
we got back, we
owlbear's
realized we
gone
didn't
and
have
the
the owl
sleds are
bear
gone.
anymore.
And so is Uppy. Uppy's gone.
Uppy
Let's not bring
died.
Uppy into this.
He's gone. Yeah, in the permanent
Uppy
sense.
died.
Yeah. Sorry, Uppy. Guys, I don't remember having these, but apparently I must have at some point put these 2 greater healing.
I
potions
will
in my bag.
for sure take one, please.
Here you go.
I will also have one.
No, we did
Okay.
not kill Alfred. Alfred ran off because he was left by himself and nobody defeat him. Uppy
poor
is
guy.
dead. Weasel.
Yeah,
Weasel's
Uppy is
asking in
dead.
chat.
Uppy is dead.
Yes. Uppy
He died in a
has-
fire. I cried.
Poor
I thought it
guy.
was the building collapsing. Yeah.
Kind of both.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
on
good.
fire.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put the amulet of proof against detection and location on. It's kind of goes with my outfit. It feels nice.
And you need to attune to it, right? So you're going to take the hour to attune to it? I think it needs attunement.
I don't think it requires attunement.
Did you add it to your inventory already?
Oh, maybe it does. Yeah, it does require attunement. God damn it!
I'm gonna unattune. from
Are
this
you
other
already
thing.
full up on attunement slots?
No, I just like there are so many things I would rather have than that. Okay. Yeah.
While we're at it, Jugan, I'm unattuning from the Cloak of Elvenkind.
Okay. You going to
Yep.
give it to anybody else?
I offer it. So, guys, this was. Would anyone like this? This is the.
What does it do again?
Advantage on stealth.
Yeah, advantage on. Yeah, when you wear this cloak with the hood up, wisdom perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and then you have an advantage on stealth checks.
Oh,
Currently
Yeah,
have
made to hide.
on stealth checks.
Yes.
But that's in with direct sunlight, right?
No. Okay.
You're thinking of the other one. You're thinking of the.
That's
No,
the
no,
one he
this-
has.
This is the one I have. You know, if it is exposed to direct sunlight for an hour without interruption, it loses its magic. But you know, otherwise, when you have the hood up, disadvantage. People viewing you have disadvantage on perception, and then you have advantage on stealth when hiding, or to hide.
And right now there's no direct sunlight because of the eternal winter, right?
That is what Jugan said earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, put it in the bag, and it might be useful.
Yeah, I can't use it without taking off my flying thing. So
All right. And then yeah, I'll just hand that to you, Sebastian.
all right. Cloak of Elvenkind, you said?
No, it's the other one, the PP, whatever.
Piwafwi.
How did, what? Wait, what?
The Piwafwi.
Oh, got it. Piwafwi.
Yes, there you go.
All right, got it.
Good.
So, what's our game plan? Are we headed to the boat first? Are we going to the city first?
Well, I think we need to rest.
Staff up.
Yeah, I feel like
Who's there?
No solicitors.
Doros, are you in there?
Yeah, we're here. Come on in.
She walks in and sees the staff still up.
Oh yeah. And if it's her, I'll put it down.
Yeah, it's Doros's mom. So what's going on? Who was that guy?
Will you believe us if we say nobody?
He was part of my deal to come back. He's not a good person, as you saw.
Oh, what's y'all's plan?
Murder.
That's what we're discussing.
Murder.
We're trying to find ways to to make ourselves stronger and maybe find people that can help us,
And then murder.
and then murder.
Somebody arrived in town, or after all that happened.
So someone else arrived in town.
Yeah,
Who?
he said he's some kind of investigator.
Investigator.
We can go talk to him, and I kind of
He's
look at
some
everyone
sort
like,
of dragonborn.
have your be ready, everyone, because last person that arrived in town, he's looking for us.
Tried to kill us.
Yes.
Yeah, this is another.
No, he's not looking for anybody
situation.
specifically. He's here to find. He said he wants to stop this ever in winter, and he, I guess, saw what happened, and he's offering his services to anybody he needs it. He wants to help in any way he can. If anybody wants his help,
We could always use allies, so
We are
Forget about the
D&D.
stranger danger rule.
Do you
I-
know
I-
this guy? Like where he's from, or
I have no clue.
never seen
You know his name at the least.
What town he's from?
His middle name.
Yeah.
his first name.
Even TFO has a middle name.
He says he goes by the name Darius.
That's not gonna be confusing at all.
we got a Doros and a Daros.
Darius.
Darius.
Oh,
That goes together really well though. Darius and Doros. Like it's
I
like
wonder who
Some
that
say
could
he's
be.
played like. Some says he's instead of like in some of the taverns on poetry night. He gave poetry tales.
oh, I don't know if you can trust a bard.
Yeah, they tend to be shifty.
I don't know.
say he's out front, or he's in
He just
the-
came into town. He's downstairs in the kitchen eating. So I just saw it
Checking
come
out
relate
boys.
that he said he wants to help, and we need to do something, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, sure. Let's
Yes.
go.
Okay, we'll be down in just a minute.
No worries. We have started working on lunch, dinner, food. So the food will be ready time you come down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. She looks at Arlen. You okay? You look more pale than usual.
I'll be okay.
I'm gonna like feel his pulse again. Sorry.
You went down a little bit bad, and you too. You're big, but you gotta think about things before you attack an unknown enemy like that.
I didn't. I was saving Doros for your information. He attacked first. This is not my fault.
I mean,
So that gives me an idea. Maybe we need to steal his rapier before we fight him next time.
Help. Even if we couldn't use it, he couldn't. If we had it.
talked to this
That-
woman
yeah.
before.
Doesn't sound too bad, actually.
Yeah,
Should we
just
go-
you walked right into his rapier. Why did you do that?
For information, I ran right into it.
Ran what?
He has been stabbed a couple times, and
I have been stabbed many times.
usually
I
it's
thought
not
it was going to
nasty.
be the same, but it was very more painful.
If we all are here to save us, that's not a good way to go.
I mean, look at it this way. We always bounce back.
so far.
We're not dead again, see?
I just don't understand why you're still standing here.
Magic.
Magic.
All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and start making food. Honey, you want some food?
I'm good for now.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yes.
I can
My friends can use food.
I can eat yours. Wait, then Sebastian
Doros,
starts
as
to
she's
touch-
talking, she shoves an apple in your mouth.
I
And she walks
Take-
out the door and shuts it.
Sebastian's
just take it
gonna
out.
reach over and like also gently try to touch Doros's pulse.
Why are you touching people all the time?
I don't know if I have I don't think I have a pulse.
That's 2. Wait, how many of you are actually dead?
I mean, I'm not dead.
Not
I'm gonna check my
dead.
own pulse.
Wait,
You have a
Sebastian
pulse.
brings up a good point.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not dead currently.
What if
Wait, that's a good
What if we
point.
are?
Hold on. Wait, where do you find it again? Yeah.
It's
okay.
like right below where your joint is for your.
I can't feel it. I can't. I might be. Oh wait, there it is. I found
Yeah.
are we all still dead? Is this just purgatory we find
Purgatory.
ourselves in?
Solange,
I'm
you
gonna
checking
check
your pulse
Solanus'
too?
pulse.
Are we just in lost here?
Do I feel a pulse on Solanus?
Is he allowing you to check his pulse?
yeah. You can put his giant.
Give me a
Goliath.
medicine check.
Do I okay.
Just for funsies.
Yeah, fair. Give me
Because
a
people's
sec.
pulses are in different spots, especially since he's a different race than you.
It's like the
While-
same. Okay.
While he's touching me,
A natural 20. I know where
Nice.
some.
You
I know how to
feel
find a-
his pulse.
Goliath pulses are in your nose.
Okay, you aren't dead currently. That's all I know that for sure.
So, the majority of us have pulses. Just barely.
It's good enough for me.
when we go down, are we killing this guy that we beat, or we don't know what's happening?
Okay. I
We've killed a lot of people. I
I
figured we just.
think
I-
we should hear him out. I think we need allies, but I do think we should keep an eye on him if he does.
Oh, him. Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
okay.
I thought you were talking about killing. Oh, okay.
Levistus. I mean,
yeah,
we plan on
that's-
killing the.
That's a murder on sight.
Though we
Okay,
might
I'm glad
wanna,
we're on the
like-
same page about Levistus.
Yeah.
We need to talk to the guy downstairs.
So like I do
This
think
is Ariel, Shallowwind. We are
Yeah.
killing them all.
I would say the order.
Those are the names of the people.
Likeliness for us to kill would be Shallow and Levistus, Ariel.
Fair.
if we could find a way to lure out Shallow Winds. But anyway, I think of all the things we were thinking of, the safest would probably be to get the dragon sword and see if it's got anything to help us, and then move on to the next stuff.
Sounds good.
Well, let's talk to this guy down here and then decide if we need to kill him too.
All right. I'm getting good at this. I'm ready. I used to be nervous about things like that, but now I'm
I got you, man.
completely ready. You know, for a cleric, you're really a good assassin.
Comes with the territory sometimes. I don't know what territory that is, but you know.
The territory of doing what we have to do.
All right, let's go talk to this.
Let's go talk to the investigator.
As you walk outside the door, walk down the long hallway, scraping your wounds, licking your wounds. Some of you have like ice wounds now. It's kind of almost like where you think scabs would be. It's more like it's just solid block of ice that's attached to your body. Some of y'all don't have pulses anymore, but somehow magic is keeping y'all going. Going
Magic.
to meet this new stranger. As you start heading down the stairs, the smells of meats, bacon, sausages,
Vegetables.
at speaks eggs.
I don't smell any slop, guys.
As you start heading down the stairs. And that's where we end tonight's episode.
Aww.
Thank you everybody for hanging out.
Thank you. We
Sorry
missed you.
for pretty
Good to be
much
back.
giving a wake-up call to this group. Maybe a teaching lesson. Don't run into rapiers. You don't know how much damage it does.
I didn't know it was magical.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay! But
God.
Twice size, baby.
thank you. We love you very much. Next week I'm very excited about is episode 1 of my homebrew campaign.
New campaign.
Yeah.
New campaign.
Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Earlier than this one. The person plays Forgotten One. The person plays Arlen will be there. And another pretty famous streamer, Little Bones, she'll be in that campaign. So come and show us some love. It's gonna be really great. Different start, and then all meeting in the tavern. I'm actually being pretty mean to them, but it should be great. Love some social interaction. So Order the Goblet, episode 1, next week, Monday night. That'll be our next stream on the channel. Yeah, lots of good things happening. Lots of good things coming. Thank you for all the love. Let me see if I can go down the list here. Thanks for all the hype trains. Thanks for the biddies. And next time when you want to do the dance call, make sure it's in like kind of the overlay. You hover over the stream. The sound alert pops up if you want to do a dance break for us. So it actually does the sound. So let's see. We'll go down the list here.
Darling
Henry C,
Creepshow
thank you for
time.
following. Stay Frost. Oh, that was earlier. That was before. Following before
gotcha.
stream. Well. Anyway, thanks for all the subs. I refreshed the page, so this does not show me who all got the subs. Thanks for all the gifted subs. We love you very much. We'll be back next week. We're going to be throwing a raid out, so stick around for the raid. I don't know who's live yet. Actually, I forgot one. Who is live?
Put me on the spot. Okay.
Let me see if anybody pops up.
Darling Creep
You
Show's
know-
on.
Yeah, I guess we could just throw some love to Darling Creep Show, and I know she's doing some painting, some minis.
As usual.
As usual. We make it sound so mean. I mean, yeah. We love her very much. Go show some love to her. And we'll be back next week for episode 1 of Order the Goblet. My custom homebrew world. Well, I won't say world. City. I'm just doing a city because I'm very busy. I'm dipping my toes in a complete homebrew world. It should be great. We love you very much. See you next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.